Last season, Casemiro was a total mess. Like we were like, oh, where is Casemiro? This is not the Casemiro we used to know at Real Madrid. Hey guys, welcome to United Home TV. Manchester United defeat Fulham in their first Premier League game of the season, with Joshua Zirkzee coming off from the bench on his debut to score the match-winning goal. It was indeed a very lucky game for Man United, but we are so glad as Manchester United fans that Ten Hag have gotten a first 3 points of the season after a very disgusting lose at Wembley as we lost the Community Shield. Ten Hag redeemed himself, and all thanks to Joshua Zirkzee. And in this video, I'm going to show you the 5 things we learned from Manchester United 1-0 win against Fulham. Number 1 thing was Joshua Zirkzee dream debut. Like, we are absolutely going wild right now after watching Joshua Zirkzee coming up from the bench to score the match-winning goal. Obviously, following Ruud van Nistelrooy's footstep, he also scored a goal in his Premier League debut, and now Joshua Zirkzee is following that footstep. We obviously thought McTominay had the last touch, but it was Joshua Zirkzee. I'm obviously happy that he scored that goal. We are all happy that Joshua Zirkzee gave us that 3 points. Like, what would have been happening? Like, the fans and the social media would indeed be buzzing and would absolutely be upside down if Man United didn't get that first 3 points. But the internet was absolutely quiet after Manchester United defeat Fulham, all thanks to Joshua Zirkzee. Like, we can never expect more from him, because that was indeed a beautiful goal. It was indeed a beautiful goal, and we obviously saw what he meant by he is a 9.5. He's not a number 9, neither a number 10. You can see he drops deep, collects the ball for himself, he creates his chances, he made the pass to Bruno, then to Casemiro, then to Rashford, and he gets the pass back. That is what a 9.5 does, and that is what one thing I love about Zirkzee. And I can't wait for Holland to be back from injury and to see their partnership up front for Man United. What a day before Joshua Zirkzee scoring that match-winning goal. We need to expect more, and I'm very, very sure with his quality we are going to expect more from him. And the number 2 thing is Mazraoui impressive debut. Like, I'm gonna be biased if I don't mention Mazraoui in this video, because Mazraoui making his debut, and considering the fact that he made his debut as a left back, he's obviously naturally a right back, and he made his debut as a left back, dropping that monster performance. That was indeed awesome to watch. I just love the fact that he was so composed. He was very, very decent. He don't want to give the ball away to the opponent. He was very, very decent, holding down and also bringing past to the final third. I love that aspect of Zirkzee, and most of the fans were obviously angry that we took off Wan-Bissaka to West Ham, and I'm so happy that Mazraoui dropped that impressive JB performance, and we are no longer talking about Wan-Bissaka. We are absolutely not talking about Wan-Bissaka because of that performance. I hope Mazraoui continues like this, because we obviously don't want to regret selling and offloading Wan-Bissaka. That was indeed a beautiful performance by Mazraoui. More to come from him, and I expect more from him, because 15 million is absolutely worth it, and that was indeed a beautiful performance. Composed, decent, and just what a normal fullback would do. I don't know about the hype. People are just, maybe because of his debut, and I obviously watched the performance and I was not overwhelmed, but it was indeed a decent one. It's not outrageous or unreal. It was a decent performance from him, and that was indeed what we needed from him. We obviously were not expecting something unusual. That was just a normal fullback performance, and I'm so glad he dropped that. And the third thing we learned was the Casemiro and Maximat redemption. Casemiro obviously for me was the man of the match. Zirkzee was the man of the match, but for me, I'm gonna give it to Casemiro, because we all watched what Casemiro did in that game. Some people might say he's too slow. I can also accept the fact that it was too slow in that entire game, but he still gave his performance. We saw the Real Madrid Casemiro, we saw the Casemiro we bought for Real Madrid, and he gave us that kind of performance, a very composed performance, doing his clearance as well, and also controlling and having communication with the defense. That was indeed a top performance from Casemiro, just like a captain performance. I love watching Casemiro, and this was indeed a redemption for Casemiro. We all wanted him to be sold because we were like, last season Casemiro was a total mess. Like, we were like, oh, where is Casemiro? This is not the Casemiro we used to know at Real Madrid, even at his first season at Man United. But finally, we saw Casemiro yesterday against Fulham, and I love that performance. For me, it was clearly the man of the match. And talking about Mason Mount, like, Mason Mount, obviously coming from Chelsea for a very huge amount, had injuries in his first season. We are hoping Mason Mount to perform well this second season, because this is his redemption season. This is his season to prove himself for Man United fans, and he did that against Fulham. Although I'm checking my phone and so I'm seeing some tweets that Mason Mount was average, Mason Mount was bad in that game. Like, come on, what did you guys watch? Didn't you see Mason Mount being the only one pressing, being the only one controlling the midfield? Bruno Fernandes was very, very poor. I know even the Bruno Fernandes lovers, they all know Bruno Fernandes had a poor performance against Fulham. Mason Mount was indeed beautiful. He was indeed decent and very, very composed against Fulham. He connected the midfield with the attack and was indeed working well with the press. And it's fair to say, and I believe everyone will agree with me, that when Eric Ten took off Mason Mount from that pitch, we absolutely lost control of the game and gave Fulham the foothold. Yes. And we obviously wanted to concede after Mason Mount left the pitch, but we are so glad we won that game, all thanks to Joshua Zirkzee. But kudos to Casemiro and Mason Mount. That was indeed a redemption performance. And the fourth one we learned was Ten Hag obsession with Marcus Rashford. I said this in my match reaction video, and I'm still going to say it again. Rashford is not the Rashford of last season. He's absolutely not the Rashford of last season. Rashford of last season scored 30 goals, provided 11 assists, 41 goal and assists. Rashford can't do that anymore. He absolutely can't do that anymore. This is not Marcus Rashford, and Ten Hag needs to figure out that right now, because how would you remove Amad Diallo, who was indeed one of the best players in the first half, alongside Mazraoui, and you are still leaving Marcus Rashford in the pitch for a full 90 minutes? I absolutely don't know how Rashford played in full 90 minutes. Ten Hag needs to answer that question, because we the fans we are sick and tired of Rashford. We are obviously sick and tired of Rashford. I'm not saying we should offload him. I still think he's a very good player. The numbers are there, but the performance is not there. It's absolutely not there. And Ten Hag needs to stop his obsession with Rashford, because it's not helping the team in any way. And you all obviously saw what Amad Diallo did right there. So Ten Hag needs to get it in the next match. I know he's still going to start Rashford. I don't want to see Rashford. He needs to start from the bench for the next match, because that was indeed an average performance, below average, to be sincere, below average performance against Fulham, and he still played 90 minutes. How come? I need an answer, please. And also, the final and the 15th we learned was we were absolutely too wasteful. Like, we were too wasteful. Man United needs to be more clinical. Like, Bruno Fernandes missed 2 clear chances. Like, someone tell me, how did Bruno not score from here? How did he not score from this other one? And the last touch of the game, Garnacho didn't score from this place right here. How did Garnacho not score? Like, even Garnacho was very, very surprised at himself. Like, he was so devastated. Like, how? This is probably one of the miss of the season. Like, the first game of the season, I've already seen the miss of the season. Isn't that insane? Garnacho was in a hurry to score, and he places over behind the post, and that shouldn't be so. Man United, we need to work on our goal scoring opportunities. We need to be more clinical in the next game and fix that problem. And I think we should have won that game at least 3-0, but because we were not clinical enough, we only won 1-0. I'm so happy that we win the game, but I'm obviously not happy about the chances missed. Maybe Bruno would have scored one from those two, and Garnacho one was 100% a goal. That would have been 3-0 against Fulham. That was even my prediction at first, 3-0 against Fulham, but we still couldn't perform well with those chances. Bruno was indeed creating some chances, but we didn't bury the chances and put the ball at the back of the net. And I'm obviously gonna put this as in number 6 because it won't be fair if I don't put in number 6. It was indeed a top performance from Martinez and Maguire. Like Martinez and Maguire absolutely aired Adama Traore down, and Martinez was indeed all over the pitch. He was all over the pitch. Like, we all know Martinez. For me, he's a world-class player, one of the best defenders at Man United right now. So we are not surprised about that performance, obviously. But for the fact about Maguire, like, look at this point where Maguire was alone. He was the last man alone, and he stopped this counter from Fulham. Like, Man United might have drawn that game if not for Maguire. Some people are not giving him this credit. You guys should make his applaud louder than his disrespect, because he deserves it. He absolutely deserves it. And I love the fact that Ten Hag brought on Ligt and Evans. They obviously kept the momentum of the defense even after Maguire left the pitch. And obviously Kobe Menu is now dropping top performers, because he's just what he does. He have kept the standard, and we are no longer talking about it. He was indeed one of the best players yesterday, but Kobe Menu is always Kobe Menu. Like, I just love the fact that Kobe Menu is not dropping in his performance. He's just Kobe Menu, and we are no longer talking about it anymore. That is just the standard. So guys, let me know your thoughts on the comment section. I thought Man United might have won 3-0. We were not clinical enough, but Joshua Zirkzee absolutely saved us. We don't care about anything anymore. We are so happy that Zirkzee got us that goal against Fulham, and hopefully we work on our mistakes. We absolutely work on our mistake, and the mistakes are so clear as day. We need to be more clinical in our next game. Man United were top in the Premier League table, but after the Liverpool game, we are now back to our normal position. Hopefully, we go back to the top once again on Saturday against Brighton. So guys, let me know your thoughts on the comment section. What you think about Zirkzee goal, about Mazraoui, about the Ligt, about the Zirkzee JB, about the JB that happened against Fulham, and also about our first Premier League fixture. It ended with a win and all 3 points, all thanks to Joshua Zirkzee at his 87 minutes match winning goal against Fulham. Let me know your thoughts on the comment section. Please like the video, drop your thoughts on the comment section. Please subscribe to the United Home TV channel to get more updates about Manchester United. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.